I'm up on the top of our little mountain behind our main lodge, and I'm about to go back down to eat supper. So I thought I'd take some video while I'm here and show you the top of the mountain up here. There's a road going down, goes across to the other side of the mountain. The bushes, the mountains on the other side, bigger mountains, much bigger mountains. Pan around to the road going back down the hill. And then we've cleared this off here, and we're praying about the possibility of building a conference center right up on this hill. It'll be on top of the mountain. There's a cool breeze, no mosquitoes, and a beautiful panoramic view of the mountains with the breeze going through the conference center. There we'll have an auditorium for preaching, teaching. And then we'll have classrooms around each side to teach various things, to have theology classes, to teach people who may be coming from around the world to come here and study theology with us, much like Francis Schaeffer's L'Abri in Switzerland, except we'll be in the mountains of the jungles of Belize with an entirely different climate. And then we'll also have classrooms for teaching as we begin our Bible college or seminary, and have that available for anyone that wants to come from around the world. So it's going to be quite a beautiful place. Now I'm going to go down the hill back to the lodge, and they should be having supper ready by now. And as I walk, this camera will probably shake a little. So just bear with me as we walk back down the mountain and through our trail back down to our main lodge, and I think you'll enjoy the walk through our jungle trail. So here we go. One more look at the place on top of the hill for the conference center. And back down the hill. As you see, this is a driveway up to the top of the hill and across the mountain. The other side of that little mountain will be our first, probably our longest zip line, which we'll be putting up in January of 2013. But here is there's a path to the right that goes down to the treehouse and the little lodge beside the creek, the Bear Grylls suite, and all that stuff down there. And then you continue on down this road, and you'll go down to a path that'll take you back to the treehouse and the Lost World part of the property. If you get down here at the bottom and turn left, you go back out to the front of the property where the castle is and where our entrance is. There's a beautiful view of the mountains up there in the distance. But now we're going back to a little path which goes down to the main lodge and the dining hall. You're watching the exclusive private footage of the Lost World Jungle Lodge, aka Lost World Retreat Center, aka Lost World Mission Outpost, The one thing consistent is always the lost world. Lost in the jungle. Another path to the right, where we probably will build cabanas soon with a view of the mountain from them, and then back onto the main path. Pretty nice little walk through the jungle here. There's a couple of big birds in front of me walking on the ground. Not sure what they are. They must be civilized because we got some steps right ahead and they're going down the steps. We're also thinking of putting a couple of more cabanas on either side of this little section here before you get to the steps, right at the top of the steps. As the steps begin, got some pretty foliage on this side and some pretty foliage on this side to put cabanas. And then we've got a view of the mountain through the trees. And as you can hear, plenty of birds. And that sounds like a flock of parrots. They make a lot of noise. Down the steps. Getting near the dining hall. Birds are still chirping. Getting very close now. I can hear voices not far away. Closer and closer. We're almost there. One of the many, many trails to the lost world. I'm filming this in June of 2012. And yesterday we picked up two backpackers on the highway in Belmopan and brought them here. It's called the new marketing technique for the lost world of kidnapping backpackers on the road and not letting them off the bus to get to the lost world. But by the time we got here, they were having so much fun that they didn't want to leave, and they decided to stay with us. And they're going down the road about 100 miles and look around. They're coming back in a couple of days and stay with us 2 more days and kind of work for their board, and they're all excited about that. There are a couple. One of them's from Spain. The other is from, the girl is from Poland with a Romanian Dracula accent. His name is Alex, for Alexander. And the closest I can get to pronouncing her name is Chaka. It's an East European name which I'm not familiar with. There's our Lost World security bodyguard, and nobody messes with us, believe me.
Taking a shower.
Taking a shower. I want to take you around the side of the house and let you see the bus. Our brand new bus in Belize. This building here is going to be for temporary headquarters for Glenn Johnson, who's going to come from our church in the States and run the retreat center here. So we got him a temporary house until we can get the castle built. This is our watchdog. This one of our watchdogs. This is Jasmine. She's very sweet. Half wolf, half collie. Now we had our church bus in the States. We bought it as a dart bus, which we bought in an auction from the city of Delaware a couple of years ago. And we painted it bright yellow to match our the colors of our Lost World Jungle Lodge, which is green and yellow. And there we have our little logo on the back. You know, Nike has on their logo, just do it. Our logo is, come lose yourself in the lost world. I think it's pretty cool. Show you the side of the bus. A few little trees in the front yard of the main lodge. A lot of elephant ears all over the place. And there's the side of our bus. It's a pretty big bus. It's a uniquely shaped bus. There's nothing like it in Belize, maybe the southern hemisphere. It's a big bus, seat 18. It's got the big windows, tinted windows. It's got a Lost World Jungle Lodge written on the side. It's got air conditioning. We put everything on it is new, from brakes to everything else, and air conditioning, the whole works. And we had it shipped down driven from Delaware to Miami, and then shipped down to Belize, to the port of Belize. And then we went, and after a lot of red tape, we were able to pick it up and bring it here to the Lost World. It's a diesel, and it runs like a dream. There's a front view. We passed these little vans of all of the lodges here on the highway the last few days. We just had it here a week, and our bus dwarfs their buses. It's prettier than buses. If you see the print of the guy that did our print on it, it's designed like a real jungle-looking motif there. So we're really proud of our new bus. We'll also be picking up people when we start having services to come to church. We picked up the backpackers the other day, and they got in, and to our surprise, right behind them were a line of Amish, of Mennonites. They thought we'd stop to pick them up too, so we thought they were with the backpackers in disguise. But when they got in, they told us where they wanted to get off, and we gave them a ride and helped them out. So it really worked out good. Here's our main lodge since we're out here. We'll take a look at it. We bought these tiki lights here at Lowe's in Dover. And they are solar lights, and at night they light up bright. And it looks like a flickering fire inside, but it's only a light blinking off and on real fast. And they're really beautiful at night. There's our Lost World sign. We're getting a big one painted to put out front. This one's going to be at the corner down there after you come into the jungle to see where our place is when we get ready to put it up. And right up here, we're clearing off a place to build our castle. We've been to Scotland. We've got a ministry in Scotland, and we stay in castles sometimes. So we're building a castle as our registration center. We're going to have a bookstore in there, Reformed bookstore, and we're going to have a place to have a library. It'll be cool. And this little awning over the steps, our caretaker Jeff Hernandez built for us just before we came this time. So that's a little mini tour of the Lost World Jungle Lodge. And we hope you'll come soon and lose yourself in the Lost World.